Welcome back. It's still Entertainment Review on Metro Television. Like Desmond said earlier, we're having a film conversation, and then at the latter part of the show, we're having a music conversation. So, joining us on the table of life for the second time, this is the first time I'm seeing him, is Evan Egan, who is the founder and of course, the executive director for Accra Indie Film Fest. And Accra Indie Film Fest is the leading short film festival in Africa with a value for filmmakers. It's also a scheme on its own that honors creative actors, filmmakers, and also technical assistants. And this year, the 7th edition of the biggest short film festival is set to happen from the 4th to the 9th of August 2025. But then, Evan is here to tell us all about that.
Awesome.
Welcome
Thank you so much.
on the table of life.
Thank you.
I guess everything I said was true.
No, it was true. And I love the fact that I think it's been able to be vocalized at this point in time, because I think we've worked so hard to get to this point. So, yeah.
It's been going on, and everything has been smooth.
Yeah.
I always say that sometimes when you establish something, the rate at which it becomes successful, you might not have
an idea from the beginning.
Imagine it to be. Yeah. How has the journey been so far, and how has the evolution of the festival been?
It's been really awesome. If we don't talk about the challenge, you already know what the creative industry is like. But most of the time, personally, I don't want to dwell on, all the challenges and all of that. So I would say that it's been really, really an awesome experience so far. I think to a point where we started in 2019, when I needed to gather my friends, say, hey, we're doing this, can you support me with this and that? To a point in time where, we have other institutions supporting the things that we're doing. I think that's definitely the great. Yeah. And even getting the opportunity to do my master's in the UK is also through the effort that we've been doing at the festival.
Okay, so, you did your master's through...
Not through the festival. So if you know about Chevening Scholarship, we're looking forward to, emerging leaders in various industries. And so I was identified as one of the leaders in the creative industry. And that's how I was awarded a scholarship, and then went to do my master's in marketing and festivals and event management at Edinburgh Napier University. So I literally returned from the UK to, be part of the 7th edition of the festival.
NA?
Fantastic. Yeah.
From your place?
Yeah.
Yeah. You were taking a bottle of water? A lot of... You know what? Like I said in my intro, it's like the leading festival when it comes to short films. Yeah. You also value filmmakers. Yeah. You acknowledge their efforts, and then you honor them. Was it the objective or the goals?
Yes.
To do this right from the beginning?
So right from the beginning, the idea was for us to be able to create like a community for emerging filmmakers. And if you really have taken or paid much attention to the film industry, it's like you're only considered as a filmmaker after you've, done the, box office breakout and all of that. But we cannot grow the industry systematically through that miraculous means of looking for it to, someone we don't know, and then boom, they have a film going. We need to be able to create an opportunity to be able to grow emerging filmmakers. So what I decided to do was to create a community of emerging filmmakers who are producing short film, because it's very less expensive to produce. You don't need so many people. You don't need the world to be able to do that. So why not? Everybody should be able to do that. You can literally do that with your phone. And so when you do that, we can come together and kind of, analyze and see what can be done better, and we can grow through that process. And so when we did the very first edition, it was actually held at GH Media School. I think we had a capacity of about 80 people. The cinema took about 80 people, but we kind of overfilled it to a point in time where we've grown to, we have about close to like 1,500 people reserved the ticket to be part of the festival. And so that was the original idea. And we had submission from USA, Germany, UK, Uganda, and Rwanda. And so after that, we felt like, okay, it would be great for us to expand the scope to welcome other filmmakers who are living outside the country, so that we also see the problems that they're also going through, knowing that the challenges that the industry is facing here is not unique to us. And so if other people like us are making it somewhere else, all that we have to do to also just do it the best way we can. And it's been growing from strength to strength.
Awesome.
When we talk about short movies, I'm sure it's one of the things that a lot of people don't exactly look at. So when you open up these entries and people sending stuff in, are they a lot that you're able to choose from, from that?
There were a lot in 2020 during the COVID, right? It was free. We opened like submission for free, and guess what? In like a month of submission, we received over 4,000 films.
4,000?
Yes.
Okay.
So
that's a lot.
That's a lot. Even now that you need to pay to submit your project, it's just a token anyways, just to clarify, it's just a token. We had, I think, 490 films submitted, and we just selected like 53.
53.
Was it only Ghanaian
or
across Africa?
So the entire country submissions were, I think, 88.
Okay.
And then we selected 53 representing 33 countries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. And what sort of quality are you looking at in terms of the short films to be able to pick that we're moving this to the next? This is what we want.
Yeah. So there is a whole jury board comprising of, I think, 8 people from 6 different countries.
Okay.
So they review the films, and most of the time they select the films based on the theme that we are trying to explore within the year. And this year, our theme is called Disruption Visions for Tomorrow. So we're looking for films that are really thought-provoking, challenging norms, and all of that. And also, in addition to the story, obviously, your production quality is supposed to be something that is top-notch. And so they go through all of these. They already have the criteria that you're supposed to make the selection from story to production to casting to performances and all of that. So that's what they use to be able to gauge who gets the opportunity to get in. And so most of the times they come in with, say, 100 films, and then the programmers will say that, okay, we have within the 1 week of film, the festival period, we only have about, say, 6 hours for film screening. So with that, how many films will be able to fit into that duration?
Okay.
And so they probably go and tell them that we cannot select all the 100 films, so maybe we can do maybe 50, 55, or 60, and then they do that. So at that point in time, there's something tricky that some filmmakers do not know. I always say that for short films, the shorter, the better. Mm-hmm. So when it gets to the point where there's a very hard decision as to who steps out and who gets in, most of the times it comes to the duration. So if your film is a 25 minutes and the average time durations that you're looking at is 10 minutes, it looks like you're going to give 2 people opportunity to get in and let you step out.
Interesting.
Wow. I want us to touch on something short before we get to the upcoming festival. Right. Now, this is something that has been on my mind.
Right.
And today,
ask me.
I'm going to ask you. So, lately there's this whole craze about skits.
Yeah.
That's also like shorts.
Of course.
Skits do not have like character development. Unlike in movies where like there is a character that has to develop, there's like a script, On the other hand, short movies have character developments. It could be an hour, it could be more than an hour, or 30 minutes, however. Right. In recent times, the skit makers are quite a lot. They are producing a lot. Yeah. And as a festival, a film festival, where you are celebrating or honoring creatives, filmmakers, is there a consideration in a way, not to like merge the two of them, but is there something your outlet will be doing for these people coming together? Like, I just want to...
We've been doing it even since the maiden edition in 2019.
Oh, okay.
And so we have a special category as part of the selection process called digital stories.
Okay.
So the digital stories are supposed to be for, what we just don't want to call it skit because, as you mentioned, the character development. Most of the times, the creators of these skits had already kind of progressed the characterization, not just in one episode, but in several of them that they produce. So you cannot get the holistic experience just by watching just one video and be thinking that you have everything. So we do have a special category called digital storytelling, where filmmakers who are producing, I don't want to call it skit, but they're creating content for the online platform, get to submit and just compete in there as well.
That's beautiful. So this year's is the 7th.
It's the 7th edition.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us the preparation.
Yeah, it's been exciting. So last year I actually missed out because that was the same time that I was working on my dissertation, so I couldn't come. But this year, coming back. And most of the times, there hasn't been so much changes. I always call it amplifications that we do have since we started. The only addition we had this year, so we had 2 additions this year. We brought it the very first time last year, and we're bringing it this year, which we call AIF Talent Connect. And so the AIF Talent Connect is supposed to be an opportunity for emerging filmmakers to pitch their project. We have a very special, partnership with another film festival in France called Clermont-Ferrand International Short Film Festival.
Okay.
And so our partnership is that their festival is really big. They've been running, I think next year's edition will be like 46th edition. So we're still, barely trying to catch up.
Okay.
But we have a special partnership with them where we send some of our Ghanaian filmmakers to also pitch in their short film market to be able to have access to distributors, sales agents, and all of that. And all of these guys are supported by the Creation Africa initiative by the French Embassy. So last year we had just one winner. This year we're going to have 2 winners.
Wow.
So we have 12 emerging filmmakers that we've already selected that are going to compete during the festival. So they're pitching the ideas. We have, committee watching their pitching, and then after that they will award 2 winners to go pitch their project and all of that. And the other one is what we call AIF Creative Education Fair. This is the very first time we're doing it. I feel like being a benefactor of some of the opportunities that are within the creative space, I brought my university from the UK to the festival and also brought Chevening Scholarship as well. And my goal is to be able to kind of open the opportunity up for a lot of people within the creative industry to also get opportunity to further the education, because the opportunity is there. Some of those in the creative industries do not know how to even go about it. So we brought that together to be able to, we're going to create mentorship and just, kind of open up all the things that they need to be able to put themselves ahead during the application process. And interestingly, the scholarship application is opening on the 5th, and the program is, that particular program as part of the festival is on the 6th.
On the 6th.
Okay.
Okay.
So there you have it on your screen. On the 4th to 9th, it's happening, the Accra Indie Film Fest 2025. Where is it happening, the venue?
Alliance Française.
Alliance Française, okay.
That's where everything is happening. So
Everything
from Monday to Saturday.
Monday to Saturday.
Everything's happening
It's
there.
all happening there.
4th opening ceremony, going to be exciting. The following day, we have masterclass sessions, industry conversation, film screenings, continuing like that. And then we do have a music concert on the mix on Friday.
Oh,
wow. Evan.
Great.
Great.
Evan, thank you for coming in. And as you're in black and you talk about music, Daddy Lumba, favorite song?
Agata.
Agata.
Yeah.
Agata.
Is it Agata?
Teresa.
Teresa.
Teresa,
I messed
I
up.
mean, yeah, Agata.
It's Teresa.
But there's another high love music with the title Agata. I don't know
there's
the
a song.
artist.
Yeah. It should be one of them.
Agate.
Yeah.
Something like
Then I'm just saying that Lumba Agata. Anyway, it's Teresa. It's Teresa. Anyway, thank you very much for coming through. Wish you the very best next week.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at the festival.
Just drop it by our producer. We'll definitely pass through.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Where's the producer?
All right, so we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk music. Long Tag has a new one out. Yes, and we get to talk about